I'm already getting texts and emails from students. Actually, before that, before I left, a young man came over and literally wept on my arm because he said, I did not raise my hand in the beginning, ma'am. He kept calling me ma'am. Ma'am, I did not raise my hand in the beginning, and I am ashamed of that. I am a genius, and the world needs me, and I will never hesitate from this moment on to serve the world if someone needs what I have. And was literally to his knees because he kept needs to know, how are we going to get them this lesson? And so we had told them that this lesson and what we talked about in the schools, that we want to give that to teachers. And they said, okay, so how are we going to get that? So the teachers had a meeting after school. We're all problem solving. All of these like, well, that's great, but, I don't know, maybe we can do it next semester, maybe we can do it this time. And the students wrote and said, that is not good enough. We will take on this problem. And so they Skyped Lord Jim and I the next day, and they said, we have this solved. We've already gone to our headmaster. Teachers have a work day on February 9th. We're not going to pressure them to learn these lessons. We will do this. We will teach them to the teachers. We will teach them to the rest of the students. We will put it on videotape for people that were sick. We will live stream it for people all around the world, because we need a world where there is not a single person hesitating. And that's what they did.
For me, this was some kind of alchemy. For me, with all of my British Reserve and citizenship, for someone to come along for 2 hours and transform these 40 kids into boys who self-organised to want to carry this message forward after the 2 hours was over, still had that view the next morning, and have been in touch since. That is alchemy. But was it a one-off? Was it just something magical happened in Chatham? What happened at the end of Essex?
The exact same thing. Once you know you're needed, you step up to serve. And that is what the world needs. Individuals who are willing, with no expectation of reciprocity, to give whatever it takes to whatever heartbreak or heartfelt thing they see in the world. And so students all over the world are the first and the fiercest to choose to matter. They don't but we do ask them to choose.
Yeah.
Mattering is a breath by breath, minute by minute, second by second choice to be your full self.
One of the other things that I really liked about the application of the strapline, you are a genius, the world needs your contribution. It's up to you to define your world.
Absolutely.
The world could be your family, it could be your school, it could be your town, it could be the world. It's up to you, but it needs your contribution. That is unambiguous and non-negotiable. We're here at Bett, Angela.
Yes, we are.
In part, what Bett is about is harnessing technology for teaching and learning. How then do these isolated examples, these now clusters of activity,
absolutely,
use technology to make any difference?
So the purpose for technology is to advance our humanity. Technology is a human endeavor, and it does not change lives in the world. People do. Bett to every teacher who is going to choose with us and help their kids choose to matter. And then the TES community will have a space that if you go to a URL, which we're going to get in 1 second, that this book is unwritten. Even though it's got a front and a back, it's unwritten. Because I don't know what the conversation looks like in Sweden. I don't know what it looks like in Iceland. I don't know what it looks like in Ireland. And I want to. And so where your genius comes in is when you, notice I said when, not if, when you have these conversations with your students or your staff or your parents or your community, that you make it better, that you add your genius and say, you didn't think about this, but my kids brought this up. Or I never considered this, but this fits really well. And that we have a global database of ways that we can, with and without technology, unleash the greatness in every child, in every teacher, in every person that we touch.
We have 3 minutes left.
Yes.
Does anyone have a burning question to ask?